MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Michael Fulmer gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low threes. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
Didi Gregorius strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Yankees, shortstop, number 18.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, are coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season, so getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into game two.
That misses 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He's coming off one of the greatest single seasons in baseball history. He was able to accomplish the nearly impossible last year as he led the league in average home runs and RBI, earning himself the Triple Crown.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Drilled right back up the middle. Spin throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, not enough people give Miguel Cabrera credit for what he's able to do defensively. Remember, he came up as a shortstop with the Marlins and moved to third base, and now is one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. But that overshadows his defensive abilities. He's no slouch with the leather.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Yankees nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League. James Paxton is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
DJ LeMahieu.
In there, and it's 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to dwell too much on one loss, and we know how long the road is ahead of them, but sure, they'd like to have that game back, no doubt about it. Nevertheless, all you can do is put it behind you and move on.
Judd is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Number 28 is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Paxton steps into his windup. Here he comes 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, Didi Gregorius has established himself as one of the finest defensive shortstops in the league. His range, absolutely unreal. And his arm could qualify as a deadly weapon. Instincts are second to none. That makes him the complete shortstop.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And Aaron Judd makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
The windup and the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 6th.
Number 41 digs in, ready for his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Miguel Cabrera strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
24, Miguel.
Coming to the plate now, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Paxton comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But a foul ball. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. James McCann set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. At the plate, Bryce Harper. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Tries to dump this one out to left. In there, a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
All right, let's give you a better look here at this 4-pitch sequence on show track. You see him get ahead early by working the outer half of the plate. All 3 pitches on the outer half. Then they come on the inner half for pitch number 4, and he's got no answer.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judd. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Line hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. First and second now, 1 man out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To Iglesias for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Number 28 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Tigers, right fielder, number 28.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Hicks going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to left as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game.
This is just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That had some serious hang time to it.
Standing in now, Chris
Left
Stewart.
fielder, Chris
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And now time granted here as they'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Paxton has his sign. Here it is on 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Down 0-2 there. He knows he's got to protect the plate. He almost went around right there, but that's a good job to hold it back.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Miguel Cabrera is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. In there, 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Cabrera for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Number 41 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Third baseman.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Bryce Harper comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Now a move over to first. Back in standing.
Keeping him close.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Some action now in the Tigers' bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
And the Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th, and he's back easily. Drilled to the left side. Castellanos has it to second for 1. On to Cabrera, and it's a double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top 2 guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage, and then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Into the box now, Aaron Judd, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2. And a throw over to third, just keeping him close. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches that he wasn't biting on. But don't be surprised if he goes back to something harder here on 2-2.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And a pickoff throw to third. Runner back standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And he'll look over to third here once more, keeping particularly close tabs on him. In tight, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
In now, Aaron Hicks. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And on the mound, you can tell he's not in here to mess around. He means business.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A Couple of walks, but no damage. Back for more from Detroit after this. DJ LeMahieu will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Number 41 come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game.
Number
Been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Casey Mize is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. And that's in there for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. I mean, they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Clint Frazier will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Number 28 is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. We'll see Miguel Cabrera leading off when we get back. Bottom half of the inning here in Detroit. Get up and stretch. It's the Yankees 2 and the Tigers 1. Miguel Cabrera will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Frazier moves over. Makes the play. 1 away.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Judd is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
10, designated hitter,
Edwin Encarnacion steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Paxton peers in. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Judd giving chase. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Our score remains 2-1. Torres comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Second baseman, number 25.
Oh, that grounder got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. He drew a walk his first time up.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Liriano.
Now we'll look to first by Liriano. Don't want to forget about him.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? To Iglesias for one. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the one.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. Got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing.
Just checking.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And you know, long at-bats like this are bad for any pitcher. But for a relief pitcher who's only going to come in and give you maybe 20 to 30 pitches anyway, well, when you use up that many bullets on one hitter and still don't wind up getting the guy out, well, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Liriano sets. Here he comes on 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll be back in standing up. Full count now, 3-2. And now on 3-2, do you put any thought into sending the runners here with one away? Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Castellanos backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
Aaron Judd steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, James McCann. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And looking back on this start, he gave up that home run in the 4th inning, and that's been it to this point. He's been in complete control out there, virtually from words, play ball.
Jones will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Torres takes it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 1.
On a nice summer afternoon, this will sting just a little bit. But on a cold night, that's going to make your hands feel like you've got a fistful of bumblebees.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball to second, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 2-1. A fitting shot there for the Motor City as we're set for action in the 9th inning of this one on the show. Striding in to start the 9th, Aaron Hicks, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And Liriano's ready. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Hit in the air out to left field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
Now batting,
Number 41 stands in. Bo Burrows will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Bo Burrows.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Oh, it makes such a difference here when you play during the day versus playing at night. 6 hours ago, this might have split the gap, but here it hangs up just long enough for him to run it down out there in right center field.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Now the 0-1. takes this the other way to right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
But just a nice inside-out swing here. You'll see he lets that pitch travel deep, and when those hands come through first, just shoots it the other way.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Acevedo will come on now, trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 36.
Leading off the inning, DJ LeMahieu, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch-out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. And many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one put-away pitch that they can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Number 28 will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Outfield in the no doubles defense, now the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Frazier is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Chris Stewart ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ronnie Rodriguez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 60, Ronnie Rodriguez.
High and deep to right center field. Frazier going back on it, still ranging back. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
You got to like the work rate out there. 2 pitches, 1 out, 1 save, and 1 tight victory for the guys. Hard to do it much better than that.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vass.